as you know, I've ridden a lot of roller coasters this year, about 150, and most of them I've ridden in different months, and I just wanted to share my favourite that I have ridden in each month, yeah? So, some of these months were really hard, like I went on a road trip in October and November, so that one, I went to so many new theme parks, it was really hard. Some of them I'd already been on, but they were just the best that I'd been on that season month. So yeah, first starting off with the first 2 months, I did not go on any roller coaster. January and February was just dry. Theme park season is over, and then March. So the only theme park I went to in this month was Alton Towers. So I've just got to choose my favourite Alton Towers roller coaster. What was running the best? Wicker Man. Just the theming is incredible, and I just absolutely love it. The layout's really good. Although it's a family coaster, it's still great, and I just think it's the best roller coaster at Alton Towers. As we know, Nemesis is opening again, so it's going to be dethroned, obviously. But anyway, moving on to April. This one was probably kind of easy, but not that easy because I went to Florida. But my favourite roller coaster in Florida is, of course, Velocicoaster. I just think the theming, the layout is absolutely insane, and just everything about it, the launches, the speed, the top hat, just whatever you want to say, it's overall perfect. So then in May I went to Thorpe Park, which is it, and as you know, if you watch my channel, my favourite roller coaster in the UK, probably, except for Nemesis, Nemesis, I don't know. I'm just saying all of this, but Nemesis is probably not even my favourite. But Swarm, it's crazy. The UK's first wing coaster. I just think the theming on it is top notch. The layout, although it's short, it's still great. Like the hang time, the restraints aren't the best, but anyway, you've got to look past that. It's just such an incredible ride. And then in June, I went to Portaventura, and my favourite roller coaster at Portaventura World and Ferrari World is Shambhala. I just think the height, the speed, the airtime, everything about it is just really, really, really good. So there's not really much to say about it other than just it's a great coaster. Of course, the operations at Portaventura aren't great, but you can't change that, so you've just got to look straight through that and look Shambhala. It's just an incredible ride. They did amazingly on it. And then in July, which was my birthday, so for that I went to Plopsaland Japan and went to Ride to Happiness. This, I think, was my first time riding it, probably. And it's just really good, the spinning element. Even without the spinning, it's an incredible layout, and that just makes it one level higher. One of the best roller coasters in the world. Like the launches, the airtime that you get while just spinning around. Just Mac, you did an incredible job in this. So yeah, and then going on to the next month, August, I went to Energylandia, and my favourite roller coaster at Energylandia is Zadra. Just the layout of it, the head choppers, the hang time, the air time, whatever you want to say about it, except for the restraints, is great. And the operations, they're alright. They're not the best, they're not the worst. Some of the operations at the park are not good, but this one, it's just great. You've got nothing to say about it. One of the best roller coasters in the world. Then in September, after that, I went to Linnamaki, and not every ride is great at Linnamaki, but they have one Intamin LSM double launch coaster, Tiger. It just reminds me of some of my favourite elements on all the rides. And it's got this weird inverted outer bank thing at the start after the first launch. The restraints are incredible. Just you've got well done to Intamin for this. It's just incredible. And now onto the one of the hardest months. October, I went to a lot of parks, I'm going to say that, in my Europe road trip, but one ride that just stood out for me, it's at the same park as Fly. This is a tough decision, really tough, but I'm going to go Taron. Just the theming, the rock work on it is absolutely crazy. The second launch is just so fast. The layout, although it hasn't got any inversions, it's so good. Fly is a really close second though, because the theme on that is just crazy. I'll look more into that later. So going on to the next month, I was still on my Europe road trip in November, where I've just got to say it could be anything here. I went to Europa Park and Park Asterix, and I've just got to say, to Tatis, Intamin, they did it again. Oh my god, 3 rides in a row for Intamin double launch coaster. They're just one of the best ride types in the world. I absolutely love it. And to Tatis, the swing launch is really good. It's got a wave turn, it's just outer banked airtime hills. It's got everything you could ask for, except for good operations. They really oversell fast pass, which is the only downside to this. And then the last month is December, and in this month, as you know, I went back to Energylandia, and because I've already put Zarja on this list, I've decided Hyperion. So the first time I went on it, it was absolutely horrible, but then I just went on it again and it just completely blew me away. Just the airtime, the massive drop, it just feels endless. So I've just got to say, well done to this. Well done to Intamin. You are just my favourite roller coaster manufacturer. Although RMC is good, you've just got to, well done to Intamin. Just absolutely insane. And then onto the honourable mentions. So I literally haven't thought about any of this. So May, well actually no, I'll start in March. March, there's none. I just went to Alton Towers. If it was going to be one, I really don't know. Probably the Smiler, to be honest, even though it's not even that great. April, this is one that I wanted to talk about. In April, I went to a lot of parks in Florida, but of course Velocicoaster is just crazy, but I've got to go to Busch Gardens to, oh, drum roll, I don't know why I'm doing a drum roll for this, Aingwazi. Yes, I think Zarja's a little bit better in my opinion, but Aingwazi, my first ever RMC, I was so nervous on that day. Like, it's just a one of a kind experience. You can never do that again, riding your first RMC, and it just absolutely blew me away, just the speed of it and everything. And then I'll go on to May, probably Stealth, the launch. That was the first time I went on the front row of it as well. And then June, I've probably got to go Red Force just because of the height. It's still right now the tallest roller coaster I've ever been on, and it's just so fast. The acceleration isn't great. I went on at the front row and it was really quiet that day, which was absolutely incredible. And then in July, there probably isn't one, because if there was going to be one, probably Anubis, because I think I only went to Plopsaland Japan that month. So yeah, I mean, it's not the best. The restraints are really bad. And then August, well, I've already put Hyperion on there, so I really don't know. September, this is really controversial, but I think Kernu, the Intamin, I can't remember what the ride name's called, but just the Intamin, it's like spinning. and it's just like a lot of people say it's bad, but I actually quite like it. Then October, I've got to say, just Fly. That it was such a hard decision when I was making this. Do I pick Fly or Taron? But I went up with Taron. The theming on Fly is just, oh my god, I just can't explain it. It's so good. But, you know, it is what it is. It's really close to Taron. The park's just absolutely crazy. It's not my fault. They're really good at making rides. And then November, this one is actually quite hard, but I've got to go. This is hard between Silver Star and should I pick Silver Star? Should I pick Woden? I'm gonna pick them both. They're just both really good. So Woden, it's GCI wooden coaster. The drop is massive. The theming in the queue line is so good. It's top notch. And then yeah, it's kind of rough, but that's what you expect from a wooden coaster. And then Silver Star is a I was about to say wooden coaster again. No, it's not. It's a B&M hyper coaster, which is actually quite tall, and it's themed to like Mercedes and F1 and kind of that kind of thing. I'm not sure if it actually is. It might just be sponsored by that. Oh well, that's what I think it is, but it's basically just space, I think. So yeah, that was quite good. Moving on to December, I really don't know. Probably just Formula, because I went to Enginelandia and that's it. Anyway, thank you for watching. Put down in the comments what yours was, and see you in the next video. Happy 2024 as well.